Is anybody in there? Today we're talking about the Raubay 360-degree camera spinner. So it is a camera rig spinner, and it's this device you can see right down here on the floor. It comes in at $599 for this standard kit, which is fantastic. I built a spinner myself out of metal shop bits and pieces and a Manfrotto arm, and it actually did pretty well. But the thing that let it down the most were the bearings. This guy down here, let me show you. This guy right down here, he has got, just under there, right there, an incredible bearing kit. I'm guessing it's the most expensive part of the whole spinner because the top is basically OSB plywood. So let's be honest, it's cheap and it's shitty, yeah? And it's 12 inches, so it's 30 centimeters. So it's enough for you to, stand on, put your foot on, and it will twirl around you. But it's OSB plywood, so it's, not great. But underneath you have a metal plate. So right at the bottom there, yeah, you see that? There is a metal plate. Now the metal plate keeps it stable. And under that you have a cross, like a metal cross, and 4 rubber feet. So they're great because they're adjustable. You can adjust them up and down. So if you've got uneven ground, those are adjustable. The standard version comes with 2 short arms. So $599. You get a short arm here and a short arm there. You do not get weights with it. You're going to have to put weights on it, right? The second short arm is right here. And it's pretty simple. You put this end on right here. And this end has a 3/8 that you put onto your, right there, onto your ball head. I have no Landsy one, just the cheap one on there. Just, it's gonna, do the job, but you gotta make sure you tighten everything, every single little piece very well before you start spinning. Otherwise, you're gonna lose a very expensive camera. It happens. It's happened once to me. Luckily, I have cages on my camera, so the A7S III survived, but that shit does happen. So generally, really great thing. Like I said, the best bit about it is the ball bearing. You spin it and you do not hear it, which is so important in a spinner, especially if you're doing stuff with audio. If you're not, then you don't really care. But because it's so well manufactured, so well produced, the actual ball bearing kit, you don't hear it anyway, which is great. If for an extra $99 you want to pick up the extended kit, so this long arm here, which lets you film yourself, which I'm going to show you in a minute, because this little base takes 330 pounds, which is about 150 kilos. I weigh 103. I may not look it, but yeah, I'm a big boy. This is what you get. This extended bit, and that funny piece right there, which, funnily enough, had a load of metal shavings inside. I had to clean out with water. This bottom bit right there basically goes on the top of this, right there, like that. And what you're going to be able to do is put the background of your choice inside there. Clamp it down. It can be big, it can be small, but what happens is when you have your product here and the short arm, you have your product and it's spinning around and it's constantly got a background on it. So you always have a nice background, but the product's spinning. It looks fabulous. I'll show you in a minute. With that arm, it's basically product photography because it's very, very low. With this arm, you're filming people, and I should have the other extended arm on there, but I can't be bothered. It works fine. So 103 kilos. Let me just pull up my trousers. Right. The way I do it is I set my camera on automatic focus, and using the Camera Mode app or the Monitor Plus app, Imaging Edge, whatever the hell you guys are using, I monitor myself, change it to manual focus, and spin it. I'm by myself most of the time, being a YouTuber, but watch. Right, that right there is me. Okay, I'm going to change it to automatic focus so it grabs my eyes. Now back to manual focus. I'm going to press record, put the phone down, and I'm going to pretend I'm looking for something, right? what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you what it looks like with product photography. So I'm going to show you with the drone, because the drone is quite interesting. Get it up in the air and spin around it. The second one, I'll put a background on, and you guys can see what the effect is with the background. It is a very useful tool to have in your YouTuber or your filmmaker shed, because it comes in handy to do really nice, clean shots. In slow motion, they look really great. I mean, you can film a dog shitting in slow motion and it's going to look great, but on this thing, it looks incredible. Let's try this out. Right, that is my super simple setup. We have the short arm now, and the short arm is basically set up for that weight right there. So what I'm going to do here is I have my focus set. I am on the Lao 100mm. Press record, and once we've done that, we are just gonna don't spin it by the camera. Grab this bit and just give it a good spin and watch it go. Look at that. And as you can see, I mean, one spin and it's going around really nicely. I do like the bit where it kind of slows down a bit and it's kind of in the middle speed. That is about the best part. And that's what that looks like. So I'm sure I'm going to be putting these on the screen so you guys can see exactly what the final result is. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on that background. Right, I have set everything up behind me. Just to let you know, 41 inches by 20 inches. So that is a meter by 50 centimeters. I mean, I've got like one of these kind of cheap PVC backgrounds from AliExpress on. I did try putting on my V-flats, but I was stupid and I got the wrong ones. I should have got the really long ones. So this will do, and I've used kind of clips. So every good YouTuber, cinematographer should have clips. You can have big ones. These are very difficult to get, but I did buy good ones from America. Medium, tiny clips. You can get cheap Chinese ones, but they're crap. Closed pegs, and the smallest clips in the world. So clip them. Right, I have the camera, 120 frames per second. The shot looks, yeah, very nice, very nice. Center focus, and I'm gonna turn off the AF right now. It is on a V-flat, and I put it on a little box because it was a little bit too low, because you can't get that completely flat. So the background was showing, but now it's a really nice clean shot. I do have a Godox right here. It's the SZR 150 or something. I don't know. It's the color one with a nice 90 centimeter softbox. Make sure nothing is going to hit. And we have beer right here. Crack it open. And right, so let's press record. Yeah. Let's put the beer to one side. Let's get this thing spinning at a nice speed. And let's start pouring.
Mini skirt on, take my body in glitter. Platform sneakers, all the boys want a picture. Two foreign cars, I make rich look richer. Save your breath, baby, I'm not going home with ya. Mini skirt on. Two foreign cars, I make rich look richer. Save your breath, baby, I'm not going home with ya.
Oh, am I showing you what I'm doing? There we go. That may have not looked great, but you're gonna get the whole idea of my shot. And it's gonna look beautiful. It's gonna look beautiful. Yeah. Cheers. I might drink that later. I don't like letting things go to waste. But that is the 360 spinner, which comes in very handy for things like this. Now you can move this, by the way, closer. So if you've got really short arms, you can move it closer. You can stand up on like a IKEA stool, like I've got an IKEA stool right there. You can stand up on one of those, so you're pouring higher. You can have it on the table, so it's easy for you. You can do a whole load of different things to create with this system. Raubay, I'm sorry it's taken me a while to get this to you, but life, you know. fantastic. It is something I can very, very highly recommend. If you buy this, you're not going to be sorry. There are definitely links down below here. If you haven't subscribed, you know, make sure you like, then subscribe, and then ring the bell. That's going to help my channel keep on going. I don't know when this is dropping, but probably in the next kind of few days. I might already be at NAB. I'm tired out because I've literally been running around to make this film, and I wanted, you know, to get it out because Raubay, or however the hell you pronounce it, is a fantastic company. They've got some really great products. I see a few companies have now copied this spinner, basically pretty similar, but this is the original, so I recommend you going with the original because out of my experience, using it for the last few months, it really is fantastic. Yeah, I forgot to do the drone, so instead my drone wasn't charged. But I have done the drone in another video. I'll find it and link it up here, and you can see what the drone looks like from a few months ago using this spinner. Tired out.